Good morning, everybody. We are here. Sorry, we are late. We are 1 minute late. We are good to go right now, though. We've got Chris first in the chat. What's going on, Chris? 1776, Chris, 1776, Pudgy, Chris, CD Wit, Pudgy. We got Chris, Pudgy, Spooky Wall Sportsmith. What's up, Sarah Dusty, 50 Shades of Kuroy, 1776, Pudgy, Spooky, Sarah. Spooky and Sarah. How many different Sarahs we got in here? Pudgy, Sarah, Chris, Old Rounder, Samantha, Nick F, Missing Link, Gorilla, Invictus, all of you. Hey, Nick F, man. That little icon next to your name looks delicious right now. Guys, let's check the market out, see what's happening. We got AMC in the top left, sitting at $4.04 right now. Shiba Inu coin in the top right, sitting at $8.26. GameStop sitting at $17.64, and Bitcoin soaring. Flying. Bitcoin up to $16,849. Actually doing pretty well, guys. Bouncing back up a little bit. It is up 1% today. The overall market seemingly okay today. The NASDAQ up over 1%, bouncing off this major support level, touching 10,400 points. GameStop 1763. BR Therapeutics 239. Still very, very low. BR Therapeutics, guys. AMC 403. Ethereum up decent. You guys seen Ethereum Classic today? Ethereum Classic today is up pretty heavy. Shiba Inu coin 8.26, Dogecoin 7.2 cents, Bitcoin sitting at 16,848, Sundial 218 up 5%, Mullen Auto 31 cents today, CEI $1.93, SPY sitting at 385 up over 1% today, BBIG 50 cents per share up 7.5%, Highcroft Mining almost 10% gain sitting at 59 cents, Netflix 306, Terra Luna Classic 15.7, QQQ 266, and Ape sitting at $1.30 right now. Gains across the board, ladies and gentlemen. Gains across the board. We have STSY. What's going on? Ricardo Pip. No, Samantha. No, but I have not mailed your shirt yet, Samantha. Don't worry about paying any postage or anything for the mailbox or for the post office or anything like that. You won the shirt. It is good to go, but I've not sent it out yet. I didn't go to the post office over the weekend because of New Year's Eve and everything. So hopefully it will go out here pretty soon, but don't worry about doing any of that. Sounds like a true bro. You'll get it eventually. 1776, I missed what he said. Darn it, I've assessed the situation, looked all over for evidence. I refuse to concede. I have no idea what we were talking about, but it sounds good to me. Got my bro hoodie on. Boom, Nick F. That is the way to do it, man. That is the way. My bro hoodie is actually downstairs right now. But dude, you guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but I wear my bro hoodie every day. I just don't wear it in all the videos, but I'm telling you, I wear that bad boy every single day. Absolutely, Samantha. Hopefully all of you guys are doing well this morning. You know what I do want to look at? I wanted to look at Ravencoin. I haven't looked at Ravencoin in a while. What do we got going on out there for Raven? Ravencoin sitting at, almost 2 cents. All right, Ravencoin is up a little bit. Ravencoin over the last 7 days going from 1.8 cents all the way up to 2 cents. Not a bad gain at all, about 10% over the last couple of days here. Sitting at a $240 million market cap during this bear market. This is the lowest. Between 1 and 2 cents is the lowest Ravencoin has ever been. So looking pretty healthy right now, maintaining these levels. If it hits a new low, could be a different story. But nonetheless, Ravencoin has been pretty consistent over its time, going between 1, 2, 4, 5 cents, and then spiking up at the beginning of 2021, spiking up to about 28 cents. Coin market cap only shows about 22 cents for some reason, but it was trading at 28 cents. So I don't know why they only showed 22 cents there, but it was trading at 28 cents for a while. Ravencoin looking good at 2 cents right now. Let's see if it plays out or if it holds those levels or what. Chris is first. What's going on, Patrick? Thank you very much for the super chat. That says honorable mentions to 1776 and Pudgy with that authorized hydration. So good, so early in the morning. I like it, Pat, man. Thank you very much for the super chat. Loving it, guys. Quick, let's talk a little bit about GPT. Nah, let's do it, man. Bro, what's up? Also, good morning, firstly. Even though I'm saying it secondly, it is all right, man. Good morning, firstly, to you as well. Chris, you got any leading questions or anything with GPT? You just want me to start rambling on about it? What are your, which direction you trying to go with it, man? Because I truly think these chat bots, they're getting pretty interesting, right? they're not much better right now than a search engine, okay? They're basically Google, okay? You can go out there and they use all these data points. But, dude, I do think that, so I don't know which direction you want to go. We can figure that out, whichever direction you want to go, man. But I think that things are going to get very, very interesting when these chat bots, dude, you can basically, here's what I think you'll be able to do, okay? The same way these programmers currently know how to speak to a computer, and these programmers know how to say, whatever language they're speaking, tell the computer to do something. I think that these chat bots will essentially overtake that. Now, that shouldn't scare you computer programmers and all that out there, but it will open up an opportunity for everybody else that doesn't know how to speak to computers, meaning programming language, to basically tell these chatbots, okay, I want you to do this. Chatbot understands it. The chatbot turns it into something. It's connected to the internet. It has the ability to code, design, to create, and all of that. And then boom, man, you've got your instant output. We're not there yet. I do think we will go down that direction, and you're basically going to have an assistant that will do anything and everything for you if you know how to utilize it correctly. So which direction does Chris want to go with ChatGPT, man? We could definitely go down there. Credit was stolen, so my green name is away. I think we have the bottom in, at least mine, STSY666. I don't know if the bottom is in or not, man, but I hope the bottom is in. If your bottom's in, good deal, man. That's what I like. Good morning, everybody. King Mamba, good morning to you. We have all of 2023 to build our bags. 2024, 2025, it's on, baby. Gary Andrew Shetsko, I agree with you. Look, dude, we've done it a couple times. We could do it again if you want to. But if you look at the previous bear and bull market cycles, you are dead on with your dates right there. 2023, based on the previous lows that we have hit following bear market cycles, bull market cycles, I should say. 2023 will result in the low. January of 2023, if you're trying to be as exact as possible, but I don't think patterns repeat themselves, to a T like that. So 2023 should result in the bottom. After that, you're going to have a decent accumulation period with fluctuating prices throughout 2023 and 2024. 2025 is going to be when the steep incline would begin, and the end of 2025 would result in the peak of the bull market. Now, those are simply projections based on previous bear and bull market cycles. So I like the way you're thinking, dude, and don't be afraid to accumulate if you guys like copying and pasting patterns, because we could be in store for some very good gains if that happens again. The fun going to stock twits to flip sentiment and volume for LUNC was too funny. Sentiment was at negative 80%, yet we rose like 5%. Good morning, all. Arthur, I did not see the sentiment on stock twits this morning, but I think I got a notification yesterday about stock twits. Said it works for whatever. I just know I'm good with knowing movies. How could someone use the ChatGPT thing? So, Chris, I guess it would depend. See, I have no idea about movies. I love watching movies and all of that stuff. So, to me, it's easier to relate it to, like, stocks and crypto and stuff like that. But if you were trying to create some sort of a content or some sort of, like, a review process or something like that, I think you could actually do pretty well, man, depending on which direction you would like to go. Because here's the thing I'll mention first, okay? ChatGPT could be an excellent assistant for you, but you're still going to have to be the creator and the guy that adds your touch to it. And if you really do, you seemingly have a really good knowledge of these movies. If you, maybe you could use, if you wanted to create videos, for example. Okay, let's just use YouTube videos as something. If you wanted to create YouTube videos, you could say, okay, ChatGPT, outline a movie critique for me or something like that. And you could get a professional movie critique outlined in like 30 seconds. And then you could either agree or disagree. Dude, it might actually be cool for you to go in and say, okay, ChatGPT, critique Dumb and Dumber for me. And it comes up with this movie critique on Dumb and Dumber. You could actually make content, if you wanted, arguing with ChatGPT. I think that might be interesting, kind of debating ChatGPT a little bit. Your knowledge and your interpretation of a movie versus its knowledge and its interpretation of a movie. And people might actually find it a little bit entertaining for a guy to argue with a robot. You know what I mean? Like, what do you know? That this robot has just vast information at its hands and literally knows every data point ever created. And you're going to sit here and argue with this robot because you know movies better than the robot does? That could actually be an interesting or entertaining twist on some sort of a movie critique. Aside from that, like if you're going down the movie direction, I don't know which direction you would want to take there. You could use ChatGPT to come up with interesting plots. I'm sure that if you type some inputs in there, ChatGPT would be able to spit out interesting plots for movies. And then you could either critique those, you could try and create those, you could script those, whatever your desire is with the movie space. Use ChatGPT kind of like an assistant or an idea man to bounce ideas off of, and then once you fine-tune the direction you want to go, all you got to do is do it, man. All you got to do is show up and make things happen at that point, because the way that I've seen the ChatGPT is interesting right now is I can go in there and I can literally give it, actually I don't know if I'm logged in right now or not. Let me see if I can log into this thing. You just get a little taste of it. You do have to create an account if you wanna use it. Bridge. What are you talking about, man? Okay. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're logged in right now. Thoughts on Bone price prediction. Willie, so I do think Bone is gonna do very well. Let me put it this way. If Shibarium gets the introduction that everybody is expecting, and Shibarium gets the use that everybody is expecting, Bone is gonna do very well. I think Bone is kind of inflated in price right now on Shibarium expectations. So if you go in there and Shibarium gets released and 4,000 people end up using it, I think a lot of people are going to be very disappointed, and Bone could actually sell off. So I do think that Bone price predictions are heavily dependent on Shibarium adoption. So please consider that. All right, let's see here. All right, what's he say? Okay, one more, and not for a YouTuber, but for a story you're writing. You could type in, point out connections of these random time periods, and it'll spit out an answer. Let's figure it out. So I don't know what random time periods you're talking about, but give me the random time periods you're talking about, dude. We'll see what it can do. 'Cause I got it right here. We'll see what it can do. Let's see here. First, Paul thinks he's first in the chat, but he is not first in the chat today. What's going on, Paul, man? Hopefully you're having a great day today. Rozzy! What up, Rozzy? Hopefully you're having a great day as well, man. Yeah, let's put ChatGPT to the test today, guys. See what it is capable of. So one of the things that it does say, okay, is that it does not have any, like, beyond 2021, I believe, it does not have all of the world events and all of the news I guess, uploaded into it from 2021 and beyond. YMCA leg kick for Pika and Emma D. Oh, yeah. John J., you want me to do it right now? I actually have not seen Pika or Emma D in the chat right yet. I got that one on standby. Is Doge better than a bit? So, Samantha, Dogecoin is not necessarily better or worse than Bitcoin. People would argue that Bitcoin is the better coin, right? It's the more well-known, it's the first mover, it's got some utility, it is a store of value, while Dogecoin is more of the people's coin. It's highly affected by Elon Musk and retail investors, and it's much more volatile than Bitcoin is. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's better or worse. I believe that, so with Bitcoin having a multi-hundred billion dollar valuation and Dogecoin sitting right around, like $5 billion, Dogecoin has the potential to rise in price more than Bitcoin does based on its lower market cap right now. So it all depends on what you define as being better. If you're looking for safer, possibly more stable growth, Bitcoin could be better. If you're looking for robust gains, you could 100x in value or something crazy like that, Dogecoin would be your way to go on that one. So it all does depend on I guess your definition of better. Higher gains, higher potential is probably for Dogecoin. More security and a more stable coin, more used coin would be Bitcoin. Flair and Spirit Fingers, appreciated. Wait for him. Oh, I'll wait for him, and I will do it up, John J. I will do it up. Yes, ChatGPT is pretty crazy. Chris, man, what time periods you want to talk about? Let's see. Point out connections of these random time periods. Okay, well, let's just make up our own. Let's see what it can do here. Gosh, before I fall on here. Point out connections. Okay, let's say similarities. It might help it. Similarities between the 1900s and the 1600s. Let's see what it can do with that, man. I don't know if it'll be able to do anything with this or not. Here are some similarities between the 1900s and 1600s. Both centuries saw significant technological advancements and innovations, such as the development of the steam engine in the 1600s and the invention of the internet in the 1900s. Both centuries were marked by significant political and cultural changes, such as formation of new nation states and the rise of global trade. Both centuries saw significant social and cultural movements, such as the Enlightenment in the 1600s and the Civil Rights Movement in the 1900s. Okay, great. Now, take it from here. I have no idea about the Enlightenment. Please, I'm going to be nice to it. Expand upon the Enlightenment during the 1600s. Because I actually don't know what the Enlightenment in the 1600s. The Enlightenment was an intellectual and philosophical movement that began in the 1600s and spread throughout Europe in the 1700s. It emphasized reason, individualism, and progress. It sought to apply the principles of reason and scientific inquiry to all aspects of life. The Enlightenment was marked by focus on the individual and belief the power of human reason to solve problems and create progress. This led to a shift away from traditional sources of authority, such as the monarchy in the church, and towards the idea of the social contract in which government is based on consent of the governed. The Enlightenment also had a major impact on the writers and artists and philosophers seeking to break free from traditional forms to create new, more rational, and enlightened forms of expression. The Enlightenment also played a significant role in the development of modern science, with scientists such as Isaac Newton and Francis Bacon making major contributions to our understanding of the natural world. Overall, the Enlightenment was a key turning point in history that had a lasting impact on the way the world, or the way we think about the world and our place in it. All right, well, there you go, man. Okay, came in with a spot like that. No, Chris, man, don't get nervous about anything like that. I don't know. That's just the way you could use it, right? If you wanted to, you got to think of this thing like it's still a computer, okay? It's got all of the information of a computer, but watch this. It can't necessarily reason or form its own opinions, right? So if you were trying to use it to say something like, I don't know, was the Enlightenment during the 1600s a good thing? I don't know what it's going to say. It's going to have to determine whether or not it was a good thing. Probably won't do it. All right. It's difficult to make it a definitive judgment about whether it was good or bad. So it's like one of these guys, or if you guys get a friend that doesn't necessarily have any direct opinions, but it's got vast knowledge. That's kind of what ChatGPT is, right? You can't say, because some people, hey man, look, I like the Enlightenment, I don't like the Enlightenment. I thought it was pretty stupid that people moved away from the monarchy and the church. We should have just followed that path. Other people, oh, I created such individualism, it's the greatest thing ever. We can all freely think, who the heck knows? You're going to have people that form the opinions. This is like your friend who knows too much about everything, but literally can't tell you his own thoughts, right? Can't tell you what he thinks about something or whether he thinks. Now, if you ask it something along the lines of, well, we'll see. We talked about Dumb and Dumber a minute ago. All right, was Dumb and Dumber a good movie? We'll ask it that. The answer that we're most likely going to get here is based on ratings and reviews, okay? Because we have to remember, this guy's knowledge, ChatGPT's knowledge, is simply data points that it can search on the internet. It is, whatever it is being fed, it is going to spit back out in a way that it's going to determine whether or not Dumb and Dumber was a good movie. Some people, you ask them, Dumb and Dumber is one of the most hilarious films ever created. Of course, it was comedic gold, and it's the best movie there ever was. Other people are going to say it's extremely stupid. The plot was dumb, and they didn't like the movie. Let's see what ChatGPT says. It's going to have to spit out a response based on any internet inputs for Dumb and Dumber. Comedy film released in 1994 that stars Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, two dim-witted friends who embark on a cross-country road trip. It was a comical success and has since become a cult classic. Whether or not Dumb and Dumber is a good movie is a matter of personal opinion. We know the ChatGPT has no personal opinion. Some people may find it hilarious, right? This is exactly what I said. Others may find it juvenile or overly silly. This film's comedic style and sense of humor may not appeal to everyone, and it's been criticized for some for its lowbrow humor and lack of depth. Ultimately, whether or not Dumb and Dumber is a good movie is subjective judgment. It will depend on the individual's personal taste and sense of humor. That is exactly what I thought it was going to say. Something along the lines of, well, I don't have an opinion on this, so I can't form an opinion on this. All I can do is give you a little summary and then tell you about the differences in opinion. So it is limited to what it can do in the sense that ChatGPT at this point in time is not going to form an opinion. Now, what I will say is where I think things could get interesting as the future unfolds, right, is ChatGPT or other chatbots could eventually form opinions, right? Depending on, maybe one day you get your own chatbot, and based on all of your inputs, all of your inquiries and the questions you ask and the way that you respond to your chatbot, it may begin to form some sort of an opinion of its own. And then, of course, you may be able to reboot it, refresh it, hit it back to its defaults and all of that crap if you don't like the opinion that your chatbot is eventually forming there. But, yeah, right now it's basic. But nonetheless, man, you can get some pretty good information out of it and stuff like that. Also, don't forget YMCA. A leg kick as well. I will not forget it, Pudgy. People here are a little demanding. Samantha, it's all good. We love demand. Samantha, I agree with you. Hey, Paul, how you doing? I like Dumb and Dumber. Me too, Paul. Me too. Forefathers Insight. What's going on, Forefathers? Hopefully having a great day today. Calibro, top G for ChatGPT. Boom, baby. Thank you very much, Fat, for the super chat and the authorized hydration. And it is true, man. I'm the top G. I'm the top GPT, man. That's, you guys can call me the top GPT, right? Top G is already taken. We're gonna go the top GPT on this one. But something that you could use, right? So something like this could be very useful if you don't know where to get started. So please outline a basic movie script. I've never seen a movie script in my life, so I don't even know what this is going to spit out. Never asked it. Sure, here's a basic outline for a movie script. Act 1. Introduction to main characters and setting. Establishment of the central conflict or problem. Introduction to the main character's goal or desire. Act 2. Rising action. The development of the central conflict. Obstacles and complications arise for the main character. The main character faces challenges. Act 3. Climax of the central conflict. The main character confronts the final challenge or obstacle and resolution of the central conflict. Act 4. Epilogue or aftermath of the resolution. Conclusion of the story and a wrap-up of loose ends. Of course, this is just basic outline. Different movies may have variations or additional elements, but this should give you some general idea of the structure of a movie script. Great, dude, because I actually had no idea how to construct a movie script right there. Now, let's really put it to the test, okay? This might be the last one if you guys are getting bored with this, but let's see what it can do with this. Okay, oh, not typing. Write a short story about a dog who likes to trade stocks and makes a lot of money to buy more treats. Now, you got this idea in your head, okay? I want to write a kid's book about a dog who likes to trade stocks and he wants to make enough money so that he can buy himself some treats. Good kid story, right? Good kid story. Let's see what ChatGPT can do with this, and then if it does get creative, we might be able to tweak it a little bit. You guys are taking me down a rabbit hole today, man. I don't know what this thing's gonna spit out. That's right, man. There once was a little dog named Max. I call him Clay, bro. Who lived in a cozy little house with his human family. Max was a curious and clever dog, and he loved nothing more than to curl up by the fireplace with a good book. One day, while his humans were at work, Max stumbled upon an old financial newspaper that had been left down on the coffee table. Intrigued by the numbers and the charts on the pages, Max began to read and learn all he could about the stock market. As it turned out, Max had a natural talent for trading stocks. He spent his days studying market trends and making smart investments, and before long, he had made a small fortune. With his newfound wealth, Max decided to treat himself to all the delicious dog treats he could possibly imagine. He spent his days lounging on the couch, munching on gourmet bones and savoring every bite. But Max didn't stop there. He continued to trade stocks and made even more money, determined to become the wealthiest and most successful dog in the world. And with his clever mind and quick wit, there was no doubt he would succeed. Oh, dude, that's actually a pretty good story right there. I don't know, guys. There. Look, I just wrote a children's book. You guys can go on Amazon. You can print that book up. You can change the character's name, man. You can tweak the story a little bit. You could go into an AI art generator right now. You could say, dog sitting by the fireplace, reading the newspaper, and it's going to print you out a picture of a dog sitting by the fireplace, reading a newspaper, and all of a sudden you got the storyline, but you've got the page and artwork right there. The only thing that you can't tell ChatGPT to do is print and publish that book. You have to go in and print and publish it yourself. I don't know if it's a good story or not. Max seems like a little genius, man. Max seems like a little genius. The dog story is definitely fictional. That we don't know about right now, Paul. It could happen. Script sounds like the story of my life, man. Paul, I like it, dude. Better than 2022. Oh, John J said, Clay, so all 2022, I had a bad gut feeling about the world of crypto was doomed. Not sure why, but something about 2023 isn't the same. I'm actually 50-50 hope and excitement that could change and happen better than 2022, 98% negative, 2%, or 98% negative, 2% positive. It's going to get worse. Heck, I think this is a positive thing. Yeah, John J. And you know what, man? I do agree with you. I don't know if I'm 50-50 right yet. And I don't think that 2023 is necessarily going to be a skyrocketing year, okay? I still think that 2023 is going to be a year we have to push through, but I don't know if we're going to experience losses in 2023. It may not be exciting gains where millions return to the crypto market, but I think that we may skate by in 2023 with some steady gains or very minimal losses. And if we can actually trade to the upside and the downside, we may be better off than we were in 2022, and we may come out with a decent win. Got a question you could type, but I'm not trying to get too complex for the chat. That was not a diss. If it sounded like, nah, Chris, whatever you want, man. Dog story is definitely fiction. Okay, ChatGPT, now write a novel. Dude, it probably would spit out a novel, old rounder. It probably would. AI is scary. Anyone see Tonic today? Go Tonic. Lonnie, I've not seen it. We'll look it up in a second. Samantha, I agree with you. Here's the thing. ChatGPT, yes, AI is a little bit scary, but I think AI gets scary and AI becomes much more useful, okay, when you can say, okay, I loved the first 3 paragraphs. Please please add a little bit more. You know what? And we might be able to test it here. Let's see what this AI can actually do. Excellent story. Could you please add a little more humor? Let's see what it does. See if you can add a little bit more humor in there. But, so I think AI is really going to become dangerous when you could just say, okay, print this story, make me a book, and it prints out a book, and then it sends you the book to your house or something. Connects to Amazon, it connects to a printer, the printer prints the book, it's delivered to your house, and then you can test a fully generated AI story in a day, because Amazon will get it to your house the very next day. When it can actually create the product that it is thinking or designing right here, then you really have something that it could be useful or detrimental to everybody out there who's lazy and doesn't want to do work. Right? You basically got this assistant at your hands that is going to be able to do and create anything. All right, let's see. So it added a little bit more humor. Dog named Max, yes. Cozy likes to curl up. At least he did until he discovered the stock market. Very good. Today, humans were at work. Max stumbled upon financial newspaper, the coffee, intrigued by the numbers. Good deal. He spent hours poring over the new paper, barking excitedly whenever he spotted a particularly promising investment. As it turned out, Max had a natural talent. Saw that already. Spent days studying, making bargain investments. Yes, before long, made a small fortune. Okay, when his humans were shocked when they saw how much money Max had made, and they couldn't help but wonder if their little dog had become such a financial wizard. Oh, okay. With his newfound wealth, he decided to get all that. He spent his days lounging on the couch. Good. He even had a personal chef to make and prepare his meals, much to the jealousy of his human family. Okay, so ChatGPT's sense of humor is slightly weird. In fact, Max was so successful, he started his own investment firm, Max and Bones, which quickly became the go-to destination for all the smart dogs in his town. Who knew that a little dog like Max could be such a financial powerhouse? But as they say, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And Max had plenty of fight and brains to spare. All right, so ChatGPT's sense of humor is basically that the humans were jealous of the dog, and that he started his own financial firm, and all of the dogs in town decided to join the financial firm there. I don't know if that's some Dumb and Dumber quality humor or not, but you could see how you could tweak the story in a matter of seconds to make it more comical. You could probably say make it more dramatic, and Max may be losing some money and gaining some money, and then whatever the scenario that this ChatGPT wants to come up with. But you got a story about a dog who likes to trade stocks, and his goal is to buy as many treats as possible. Written in minutes, man. Written in minutes. You can go in there, you can tweak it all you want, you can create your own AI art, and you literally have a children's book written in 30 seconds. I think it's absolutely incredible, and one of the ways that you could use ChatGPT to generate some content, right? How's everyone's day? Slayer, JC, man, my day's going good. Hopefully yours as well. Hey, Clay, something you said months ago. Change my perspective on investing. Crypto shady. What was that, man? What did I say that would have changed your perspective? Because it could be a good thing, man. Samantha, don't forget to read my message on TikTok again. There you go. ChatGPT burned 6 trillion. I don't know if ChatGPT could do that yet, but Pat, that is a very good idea. What's stopping that from already happening? This is public release. What they have had going to get to this point is likely far more advanced. No, facts. Yeah, Gorilla Invictus. I think you're right, dude. I think you're right. So this ChatGPT thing is open AI. You're able to go in there and integrate it into any apps or websites or whatever that you want to create. The code is open, so you can go in there and use this ChatGPT and open AI and anything that you can desire and anything that you can think of to create. But stuff like Google. Right, I think that Google probably does have a little bit more advanced AI and things like that. They may be working on AI right now that is connected to the internet. See, here's the thing too. You got to be responsible with it, right? So if you do have AI and it's connected to the internet, it's connected to your accounts, it's connected to all that stuff, and you did accidentally, or you typed in, or you said, okay, ChatGPT or AI, go make me $100 trading stocks today. Dude, it's going to take that prompt and it's going to take some money. It might think it's a good idea to take your entire $10,000 account and try to make a 1% trade and just go invest the $10,000 immediately and try to make $100 quick. That may not be the best idea for you. If you say, okay, order this book, create a book out of this, and it's connected to the internet, it's connected to Amazon, it's connected to all these publishers, and it goes and finds a publisher, and because it's connected to all your accounts, it does go create this book, but it goes out and it hires a $400 publisher, it hires a $500 printer, it hires a expedited service. You get the book tomorrow, but it costs you $1,100 to have the prototype of this book. Stuff like that could eventually get dangerous. It would make it happen. It would do it, but you'd have to set some pretty tight parameters if you wanted it to make the decisions on who to publish and how quickly to publish and things like that. So it could open up a can of worms, absolutely, man. Let's see. Ask AI, can you write Pudgy a love song? Let's see if you can write Pudgy a love song, man. I think it will be able to write Pudgy a love song. Can you write a love song? All right, so let's see if it writes a love song. We'll watch that take place here in a second. Thanks for your tips. I have to go. Samantha, enjoy the rest of your morning. Thank you very much for being in here. All right, let's see. Sure, here's a love song. Verse 1. You walked into my life like a breath of fresh air. I knew from the start you were the one for me. Your eyes shone like stars, your smile so bright. I knew I had to have you. I had to make you mine. Nothing even there even rhymes, does it? Oh, man, of course. Oh, darling, I love you more than words can say. I'll be by your side through every night and day. You're the one I've been waiting for. You're the missing piece. Oh, darling, you complete me. You bring me to my knees. We've been through the highs, we've been through the lows, but we've always held on. Our love has grown stronger. It's been an endless song. I can't imagine a future without you by my side. I'll love you forever. I'll be your loving guide. Oh, darling, I love you more than words can say. I'll be by your side through every night and day. You're the one I've been waiting for. You're the missing piece. Oh, darling, you complete me. You bring me to my knees. Yeah, dude, so it'll write you a love song. You can put Pudgy's name in there instead of darling if you want. And then you're good to go with Pudgy's, Pudgy's love song. OpenAI write me a thesis on the Pudgy love song as it relates to the intricacies of day trading. And I can guarantee you that it would, Gorilla. Have my comments been coming through? Kalani, this is the first one I saw, man. Before that is an election, right? Voting in November. Are you talking about... I think I might have missed something prior to that, Kalani. So that's the first thing I saw. Okay, don't know how to ask. You basically think religions are all saying basically the same stuff. How would you ask that to make a list pointing out the similarities? I would probably just say point out all the similarities between religions across the world, and then it would be able to point out all the similarities. You could ask it to do the differences as well, man, and that would point out all the differences between major religions across the globe, and it would point out all the similarities, would point out all the differences. And dude, you could even ask it to do some pros and cons. You could ask it, and then what I would probably do if you were gonna go down that path, I would say, expand a little bit upon each one too, because just pointing out the similarities and differences might make things too simple or too simplified. So you could break it down so that you yourself could have a better understanding, but then you'd still be able to have all of the similarities and differences between the major ones. Or if you wanted to narrow it down to 3 major ones, you could, you could point out the major similarities and differences between 3 major religions across the world, and you get their timelines as well if you wanted to get their timelines. Are you the next YouTuber is going to make my last AMC video? Are you the next YouTuber that's going to make my last AMC video? Detective Pikachu. I don't know if I'll be the next one to do it, but I don't think that I'll do a video that says my last AMC video, right? I've actually thought several times that this could be my last AMC YouTube video because of how much disagreement I'm in with Adam Aaron and the way that he is doing things. But no, dude, I'm not going to dig myself into a hole or shut myself in a box that I can't make another video. Because I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers that says, if Bitcoin doesn't reach 100,000 by the end of 2023, I'm going to delete my channel. Because I actually would feel obligated to delete my channel at that point. You know what I mean? Like if I made some sort of a price prediction like that, like Final Stand and some of these other guys that said if Dogecoin's not above $1 by the end of the year, I'm deleting my channel, and then of course they don't. Yeah, dude, I would actually feel committed at that point that I would have to do something along those lines. So, no, I would try my best to not put myself in a box like that to say, well, the only videos I'm ever going to do from here on out are Shiba Inu coin videos. I'm done with Terra Luna Classic. Well, then all of a sudden Terra Luna Classic does something phenomenal, man, and it's up like 6,000% in a week, and it's soaring, and everybody's excited about it, and then I'm like, oh, you guys remember me? Do you remember me? I'm back. Nah, I wouldn't want to do it. So this thing is like first generation Jarvis from Iron Man without the personality, like you said. Yeah, without the personality, without the ability to form an opinion, without the ability to do something. Jarvis, I don't know what the first generation Jarvis ended up looking like, but, Jarvis was actually able to do things. So this guy can't necessarily do them yet. It's basically like you just said, man. Some sort of a personal assistant that you can bounce ideas off of. But if you want to get anything done, you're the one that still has to implement it, put your twist on it, and move it forward. Because you could Google all of the same information that you're going to get from this bot here. I don't know if you can Google and have just a search bar create a short story for you like that. So I think that those are ways that you can kind of exploit ChatGPT to create something, and then you can roll with it, you can tweak it. And honestly, guys, I think a short story would be great for a little dog that likes to trade stocks to buy some treats and buy some bones for himself. I think that can make a great kid's book. I really do. A lot of these kids' books, dude, they're dumb, but you could have a lot of accountants and a lot of finance guys would probably see that little book and they'd be like, oh, that's cute. Their wives would be like, oh, daddy trades stocks. Daddy likes stocks. We should get this book. And then we can read it to little Benny. And Benny could like to trade stocks. And because this little dog's he's gonna get interested in what his dad does. It would have a pretty decent target audience. May not sell worldwide. May not be the greatest seller of all time. But a book like that does have a very specific target audience. Families of those who like to invest or in finance and in that sector, man. So I think that you could really tweak that to your target audience very closely. You could write a story about a little dog who loves to watch movies when mom and dad are away, and he ends up being able to talk to the young kid that lives in his house or something. I don't know. You create the idea, it spits it out. You tweak a couple paragraphs, you tweak a couple pages, all of a sudden you get a 10-page little kid's book that mom and dad are really going to want to buy for their kid because they think it's funny and it relates to them. Hey, Claybro, it's called Shiba Inu. It was called Shiba Inu coin. Will make millionaires. Will you be one of them? And your speech in the what changed the part of the video made me really think. And then I made some moves. Crypto shady. Good deal, man. Good deal. Listen, I never want to make you do something. But if it does inspire you and it makes sense to you and it resonates with you and you decide to make a change, you decide to make a decision, perfect, man. Weird. I guess they've been getting hidden. Oh, well, been asking about controversial stuff YouTube doesn't like, I suppose. Kalani. YouTube doesn't like a lot, man. And YouTube has no problem just deleting comments, banning people, and all of that crap. I know we're making this layer 1 blockchain, but how can we gain trust from developers, etc., to start adopting LUNC? Yeah, just listen, man. I think that gaining trust is one of the most difficult things to do, especially in the crypto space, especially after all of the fallout that we've been seeing over the last year or so. Trust is going to be one of the most valuable things in the cryptocurrency space. I don't know how to develop that trust other than showing up every day, being consistent, and I guess just like relating your intentions the best that you can, and then putting forth an effort to follow through on those intentions. Same way you would create trust in real life, you would create trust in these layer 1 blockchain projects and things like that. It's not easy to have people trust you, and even if you make mistakes, right? One of the best ways to move through and get through those mistakes is to put forth a good faith effort in trying to resolve those mistakes. One of the things that I think the cryptocurrency space lacks is that effort to resolve mistakes. Everybody just wants to move on. Everybody just wants to leave those guys behind. Bomb went off. They all lost their legs back there. Who cares? We'll go get some new members to sign up. I think that's one way to lose trust pretty quickly, is to just abandon those that supported you before. So what you sent back your money yet? Or any updates? So John J, no. Latest update I got on that is that Binance is going to be buying Voyager for $1.022 billion. And they have until April 18th with a possible 1-month extension to come through with that sale. So that's the last I've heard, is that you're looking at the April 18th time frame before any of that money could potentially be released. Speaking of Adam A, saw a tweet. It looked like he was copping a toot with the ace. Oh boy, that's probably the worst thing that he can do, man. I have not seen that tweet. I do want to look at it. Please don't do it, Clay. Doing the last AMC vid is kind of dumb. Yeah, DD214, man. I have felt that way before, right? Like, I cannot stand the direction that this guy is going with things. I kind of want to distance myself from it a little bit, especially with how mean the people are on Twitter that really are into AMC right now. Felt like kind of distancing myself from it a little bit, but yeah, I'm not going to put myself in a box, dude, where I can't talk about AMC or anything again for that matter. How about doing the first last AMC? There you go. This is my first last AMC video. There could be more to come, but just to let you know, this is my first last one. Hey, not to be that guy, but I don't even know where that went, man. I don't even know where that went. Missed it. Let's see. Well, I'm grateful for the knowledge gained and the whole AMC Ape GME movement. It's bittersweet. OGs like MC. Oh, Matt Core. Are you talking about Matt Core or that was MK? And Trey have sour the following and goal of versus the establishment, man. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly on that one, dude. And I tried to look up Trey's stats the other day, man. I don't think that guy's posted anything in a very long time, right? Hey, for me, it was a no-brainer. Obviously, I don't take it as financial advice, but I've been in the market for 2 years, and so it works on patterns. I watched probably 20 times and deeply thought, crypto shady, good. That is what I want to hear, man. That is what I want to hear. I don't care. I would rather have 39 of you guys who we could sit here and act like we're all ChatGPTs, man, and bounce ideas off of each other, and we're all able to critically think for ourselves. And even if there's 3 guys in here that disagree, they're still confident enough to make their own decisions, rather than having 3,900 people in here and I say, oh man, let's create Crypto Zoo. And then all of a sudden you're like, yes, let's create Crypto Zoo. And I'm like, oh, you guys buy Crypto Zoo. And you're like, yes, we buy Crypto Zoo. And then I'm like, ha ha ha, we'll just wait a little longer to reveal Crypto Zoo. And you're like, ha ha ha, yes, we'll just wait a little longer to reveal Crypto Zoo. Like, no, dude, I don't want 309 or 3,900 little robots walking around in here. I'd rather have 39 individuals who can think and assess the situation for themselves and make their own decisions. So definitely crypto shady. I love it. Consistency and dedication is top notch, Clay bro. Gorilla Invictus, man. Thank you very much for that. Absolutely appreciate it. And that's the battle, dude. That's the battle right there, is being consistent and just showing up, dude. Just showing up is the battle, man. Man, you make it through that and you're good to go. Because I know I'm not talking to a bunch of idiots right now. If I show up, great. If I don't show up, guess what? You guys are still going to be here. You guys will absolutely still be here. So I'm going to show up and we're all going to grow together. Because I know that we are, man. I might know a lot more about some stuff than you guys do, but I can guarantee you know more about stuff than I do. And what better way to grow than to grow together, dude? Because when you start to grow together, everybody can build everybody up. What do you think Shibarium will go live? Quarter 1 and quarter 2. Abby writes, I don't necessarily have a date in mind on when I think Shibarium can go live. I think that the beta release isn't necessarily that important of a release. I do think that they could hit that beta release up pretty quickly and give more information than just the cryptic tweets that Satoshi has out there. I think that it could be given to some people in influential spaces. I wouldn't really want to mess around with it, but I do think that releasing it to people who are on YouTube, write blog posts, write articles, are big traders and people who get sign up for the beta testing and stuff like that. I think that would be a good idea. Now, the actual release, I think that they would be much more inclined to do that when cryptocurrency prices start to increase, because it's going to be hit or miss, man. If Shibarium comes out and it does not have mass adoption, I think they run the risk of people getting very, very sour. Bone holders getting sour and the price of bone tanking down to a penny. Shiba Inu coin holders getting very sour, and Shiba just crashing through support levels. So I do think that they're trying to time the release a little bit more correlated with a bull market than necessarily first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, things like that. But I don't think the beta release is going to have a huge impact and would be that detrimental. YouTube bio needs to update from 2022 to 2023. Kalani, that it does, man. I do need to do that. I can actually probably do that right now. My friend Scottish Grandpa used to tell me the most obscene things whenever money was involved, and he was an investment banker. Pat, that I agree with. That I can absolutely see happening. Money makes people do weird things, dude. It truly does. Money makes people do weird things. And I know when you guys send some weird super chats on here, it makes me do weird things as well. Obviously, it's all in good fun and entertainment. But money really starts to cloud the judgment of people, especially when enough money is involved. Think about it. You got a guy on the street that'll rob you for $2 and literally stab you and leave you for dead. The more you increase the money, the more tempted good people would be to rob you and leave you for dead. And one of the things that you can reference, I don't know, okay? I don't know if Logan Paul's a good guy or not. I don't know if Jake Paul's a good guy or not. I know that they are heavy influencers, right? They got a ton of followers, and they are in the big money game. Things like this crypto zoo. I'm sure you guys have seen the story on CoffeeZilla and everything that's trending on Twitter today with Logan Paul talking about crypto zoo and suing CoffeeZilla and all this crap. When you start to have the potential to create a $120 million project and rug these kids and make $5 million in a week, that's tempting. That's tempting. And if you don't have a conscience, if you don't have that sort of empathy and sympathy for people, your mindset becomes, well, dude, if you were dumb enough to buy this for $100, well, dude, if you were dumb enough to buy this for $1,000, then you deserve to give me your money. I don't think that that's right. But if somebody said, okay, well, you won't do it for $1,000, but would you screw me over for $1 million? You start to think, oh, dude, $1 million. You wouldn't do it for $1 million, but would you screw me over for $100 million? If you just set up a trust fund, nobody in your family would ever have to work again the rest of eternity. And they're like, oh, well, you know what? Well, screw your family and forget your family. And who cares about that guy? I don't even know him. These thoughts start to creep into your mind, man. They cloud your judgment, and they do make you do things like that. Instead, you know, you could build up a business. It's going to take a lot longer. You don't have to screw anybody over, and you could go through some win-win-win situations where everybody makes out, and you know, you've actually left a legacy at that point instead of scamacy. I can picture him in his thick accent, cursing SBF, saying, touch me money, and you'll get what's coming, you hecket tube. He can. Does this dude sound like a leprechaun, man? Like, what's going on here? Pat, that was pretty good, man. Touch me money and you'll get what's coming, you hecket tube. You can. I like it, though. Thanks a lot, sir. Enjoying your YouTube videos every day. Thank you, sir. Stay blessed. Abby Wright, absolutely. You as well. Stay blessed, please. Matic is pumping. Fairgrounds. Let's check out what Matic's doing. What's the project gonna be for? Paul, you talking that Crypto Zoo project? That was for some sort of a game that Logan Paul was making. Yeah, it's doing pretty well today, up 3% on the day, 80 cents right now. Over the last couple days, going from 74 cents up 10% to 80 cents. Not bad at all for Polygon Matic right there. Another one coming back down a little bit today is Solana, but Solana has been doing very nice over the last couple of days, going from $8 up to almost $15. Remember, guys, we put this line on here yesterday saying that we would touch this area right in here. I might have it slightly high. If you come back down to the body of the candle, boom, 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 touching there. That is exactly where we tested today. Like we said, it would be a pretty good place to short. So I don't know if anybody got in a short or not in this area. But nonetheless, if it does break out, please be very careful. It could quickly go back up to 17, 18 bucks and then quickly go back up to the $28, $30 mark if it continues to rise. Another one, Ethereum Classic. I don't know if we got that on the watch list. It is running today. Ethereum Classic is running to $19 today, and it is reaching some pretty strong levels of resistance here. Actually, it's a pretty strong, it's pretty strong in here. This $19 level is going to be significant, so watch out for that right there. $19 on Ethereum Classic could be a heavy level of resistance to break through. Nonetheless, 20% gains today alone in Ethereum Classic, kind of outpacing the rest of the market, so take it for what you will. Ethereum is only up 4%. Running up to 1270 today, back down to 1260 at the moment. But Ethereum Classic running up 20% on the day. You guys should watch out for that one. Serious question, maybe even worth the poll. Do you believe in Sasquatch Bigfoot? I believe. Oh man, considering I've never seen one, does not mean that it is not out there. So, yes, Loch Ness Monster, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, aliens, all of that stuff. Why not? Why not? I buy Solana at $11. Hey, buying Solana at $11, you're doing very well, making money right now. Best hide-and-seeker on the planet. That is, John J. Giant, hairy, and the best hide-and-seeker on the planet. Everyone talking about Solanu? You talking Solana or Solanu? Is that like another one that they've got? I don't know if you're talking about Solana or not. King Mamba says, read my last. I got you, King Mamba. Going up to the last one. Clay, when will you go back to TikTok? Oh, it's going to be random, King Mamba. It's going to be random. So I don't have like a necessary set time or anything like that to go on there. It is very difficult to maintain a schedule over there at the same time as doing lives here and all of that stuff. But it would be a little bit more random than doing here, and unless, of course, you know, we just decided to do lives over there as opposed to over here, something like that. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. Let's see. Marco, money is the devil on this earth, so I've been told. Yeah, man, the love of money can lead to a downfall. And if you begin to love the money until you realize that it is just a number, you begin to love that money, man, you will do anything for love, right? When you will do anything for money, which is crazy because it can disappear as fast as it arrived, then bad things can happen. Patrick, thank you very much for the super chat. A whole stream using a brogue fund. What is? I don't even know what a brogue is. You gotta tell me what a brogue is. Patrick, man, thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that, and the authorized hydration. Oh, that tastes so good. Somebody's gotta tell me what a brogue is, man. What a skinwalker. Solana. Spelling was wrong. Gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, Solana has been extremely volatile over the last couple of days, man, and people love volatility. Oh, just scared Stephanie Bro beat you? Yes, man. I'm extremely afraid that Stephanie Bro beat me, and I do not like losing. King Mamba has figured out my secret, man. Guys, I have no idea how it's 1 o'clock already. This hour has gone extremely fast. So it's time for so long. But we'll sing just one more song. No, we're not going to go into that. I don't want to get copyright for Blues Clues, guys. Get your name in the chat right now. We'll do some shout-outs. We will be back this afternoon. Appreciate every single one of you guys being in here. Loving the conversation today. How to use chatbot, things like that. I actually have no idea why I can't rank for these chatbot videos. I got to do a little better if I'm going to continue making those, figuring out how to rank for them and stuff. But I do think it is extremely useful, right? I think it is extremely useful to have an assistant like chatbot. It's not going to replace anybody yet. It's not going to be able to take over the world yet. But I do think they could be extremely useful if you guys are looking to start a business, looking to become sort of an online entrepreneur, or even in real life entrepreneur, right? You can use chatbot and integrate it in ways to help you with customer service and things like that. So nonetheless, we can go over all of those in kind of more of an entrepreneurial type of video and things. But nonetheless, guys, get your name in the chat right now. We'll do the shout-outs. We will be back this afternoon. You guys are absolutely amazing, man. Kachushin, see you later. Enjoy your day. Pat, man, enjoy your day. Oh, broke Scottish. Now I understand. Maybe understand? I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about there. Paul, Fairgrounds. Patrick, man, Fairgrounds. King Mamba, Pat, see you later, man. Old Rounder, Crypto Shady, see you later. Enjoy your day. Ice Bear, enjoy your afternoon. 1776, Pat, Matthew Dropco, man, enjoy your day. Gorilla Invictus, peace out. Stay frosty, baby. I like it. Paul Wright, thank you, man, for being you. Love it. Enjoy your day. Stay warm. I actually don't know what the temperature is there, but here, heavy rain. Not too bad out today, but it is rainy. Kalani, man, peace out to you. Anybody else in here right now? Mr. Simon, SD, Nick F, Stephanie Bro, anybody listening? Appreciate every single one of you. DD214, later fam, peace out to you, man. And you guys know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day.